We've got one more comedian in the first half. So we've had, where we Mexico. Who was first? Dutch, right? Yeah, then we went to America. Naturally, where do we go next?
Canada.
Antarctica.
That's right, America again! And Socrates is on his way to the fucking stage, or isn't he? There he is! Give it up for Socrates!
Come on, keep it going there, Richard! And I gotta make this quick. I got a couple ice cubes starting to melt. My name is Socrates. I am a recovering American. I'm now 2 years Dutch. Appreciate that. I gave up my citizenship for this. Yeah, I did the transition. I'm transitioning, if you will. I went from American fascism to Dutch fascism. I prefer Dutch fascism, personally. You know, both countries elected a fascist leader. And Kurt Wilders said, I'm going to be prime minister. And they said, no. Kurt meant, all right. Dutch fascism. Efficient. Sociology. And if Hitler had been told no, when he said, I'm going to invade Poland, and he said, all right, I won't. Change the whole world. Of course, if America had done a lot of things differently, I wouldn't have come here. I prefer living here much more than America. It's different cultures for sure. Like I say, the Dutch are big on gezelligheid. But they have a gezellig album, which is like, you know, a wonderful warm evening we do as a group with a few immigrants. As opposed to America, which is big on mass shootings. You do them in a group. Changes your life. I prefer the Dutch version. And I know you're all thinking to yourself, hey, this guy has sex. Not just ice. I don't want to brag or anything, but I have what's known as a innie. I had sex with a lesbian once. We scissored. She was very disappointed. But I've had sex about 12 times now. It was a hell of a day. It wasn't just a sex. I had never been to prison before. I found out a lot of things there, actually. While I was in prison, they let me do an open mic. It wasn't a comedy show. It was just some guy named Mike. He was into it. I found out that being gay and being straight, it's not always that different. I mean, as an example, if I go out to a bar and try to pick up chicks, I go home alone at the end of the night, not have sex. Appreciate the God. Tom is supportive. However, if I go out to a gay bar, at the end of the night, I'll choose not to have sex. The end result's exactly the same, but the difference is empowering. It's hard to become Dutch, though, to be both humble and incredibly proud of your humility. Wow, it's a hard word. Dutch is a hard language. I can barely speak English. I'm Greek, so when I was born in America, nothing made sense to me. But I think it's a cultural thing. Like the Dutch are much more accepting than the Americans. I don't know if you've noticed. It's true. But like even the word for discrimination in Dutch shows their true nature, because it's discriminatie. Nazis right in it. Asked my Dutch friend why he never got a COVID shot. He's a vaccinatie. I like the fact that Dutch uses sounds that I never used to use. 40 years in America, never once had to go. Unless I really didn't like something. I'm gachen all the time, the Dutch. My favorite Dutch word is ha. It's almost all. Hardly anything that knocks a gach and a gach. It sounds nice too, you know. And it's a nice word, gach. Please, I'd like that. Would you like some tea? Yeah, gach. I was in Greece. My cousin gave me some sugar. You know, she wanted sugar. I handed it to her. She said, "Thanks." I said, "Huh." She thought I'd had a stroke. She said, "What the hell was that?" I said, "I'm talking Dutch." Sorry. She actually saw me perform in Greece. I mentioned a few Dutch words. She told me later. All sounded the same to her. Wasn't Greek to her, mind you. All Dutch to her, which is pretty bad. Yeah, it's weird. I think German sounds painful to the ear. Dutch I kind of like. It's a silly language. You know, you have weird, silly sayings. Now the monkey can dodge your sleep. Knew to have come out the mouth. But some of the words that sound exactly the same to me, like to an American's ear, you know, like the word love is how, but the word for skin is how. The word for wood is how. How during World War II, when all these radios, did they understand a word the guy said? What the hell did he say? I think he said he needs love. I recently learned that if a Dutch person invites you to a steak party, he's going to stab you. Yeah, steak party, it's a stabbing. It's a very American thing. I come from Florida. We have gun parties. Similar. But yet a fry party is different. It means you're going to have sex, which is also a bit of a stab, but not if I do it. And I feel the need to call you out. I noticed earlier on that this is an American over here hiding in the corner.
Yes.
Yeah. Where are you from, Mrs. America? Minnesota. Never heard of it. I come from one of the states that people have heard of or been to. New Jersey. It's the armpit of America. How about Florida, which isn't like me, it's the wang of America. Yeah, Florida is a weird place to live because it's filled with Floridians. And a few Minnesotans around there, but they're always looking scared. Makes sense. You're the ones with all the lakes, right? Yeah, very impressive. Netherlands has lakes too, islands as well. They have wonderful weather. That's the thing, I moved to the Netherlands originally for the food. I stayed for the weather. It's the thing, as a Greek living here, it's hard because if I want to really get good Greek food, I have to go to a Turkish store, which is culturally uncomfortable. I don't know if you know, the Greeks came to visit us, and the Turks came to visit us in Greece for a while. And they stayed for like 400 years, which can tack on. Definitely can tack on. Iran knows what I'm talking about. But eventually they left, and the thing is this, if somebody comes to your house for 400 years, and you haven't learned some really good food, a couple of good recipes, it means those people were Dutch. There's no bitterball stores in Indonesia, are there? No, exactly not. Anyway, my name is Socrates, which is a fairly normal Greek name. And I thank you people with yaps and yolk. Thank you very much. Give it up. Okay,
that was the first half. Let's have a big round of applause for all of the comedians we had in the first half. We are now going to take a 5-minute break. Let's be honest, it's going to take at least 10 minutes.